I'll suck you dry.
I'm coming!
Hello. How is it going, everyone? Yo. We're so back. Doing this again. So, big news for your boy, mostly being that I'm like 94% done with the video. I'm so close to finishing it. I've been working on it so much. But new main channel video is going to be coming out this month, no matter what. There's not many days left of this month, but it's showing up. I think Patreon members might expect it tomorrow night. But it is by far the most involved and like ridiculous video I've ever made, which is why it's taken so long, but I am incredibly proud of it. So I do really think that that people are gonna like it. So who are you and what have you done with DB? What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? Hydrate, does coffee count?
That didn't count?
Thank you, Xpolo.
You're smoking.
Also, thank you, MT, for the 5 billion years. Fine, I'll drink some water. But yeah. Oh man, I'm so ready for this video to be done because I have a lot of things I want to do on stream that I just haven't been able to do because I've put all of my focus into finishing this video. So we're probably going to do something special for me moving, because the other thing is May 1st is when the Games Done Quick games list drops. So I'm kind of waiting for the games list to figure out if I'm going, like, what my plans are, because I'm only going to GDQ in person if I get a game in. I only submitted 3 runs, so I don't think it's like super likely that I get in, but I'm holding out hope just in case I do get in. If they put me in as a fucking backup runner, I might tell them I might decline, honestly, because I need to be certain that I need to be there. Otherwise, I can't go, because GDQ is like a week and a half before I move. And like, I'll make it work if I get a run in. Otherwise, I cannot justify going to GDQ for a week, the week before I move. So, thank you, Neuropa. I appreciate it. So once that's done, I'll have a update for what the streams are going to look like in May. Because I'm pretty sure May I'm going to do some special streams. So, GDQ is going to be in Minneapolis. SGDQ is in Minneapolis. Or St. Paul, I don't know. They're right. They're two cities right next to each other. Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. I don't know, something like that. 24-hour Muramasa stream? Probably never again, but I'll figure out something. Because I'll also, like, full transparency, I will try and do some sort of fundraiser stream for the move. Obviously, so... Yeah, if you want to go, Jeremy, I think there's still slots open. I think registration's still open. Yeah, registration's open until May 26th. So, yeah, just go to gamesdonequick.com if you want to find out more. Holy what? Did they raise the price on general admission? Holy fuck. Maybe it's because I haven't paid general admission in a long time since I've always been a runner, but like, what? $115? That feels like it's higher than it used to be. But also, everything's more expensive than it used to be. Should I be that shocked? I don't know. Man. Yeah, no, I don't think... I'm too old. I'm not that old, but I think I'm too old for a 24-hour stream. Genuinely. The only way... I think it is a normal fee for like a con slash like that. It's not absurd. I just remember, I think last GDQ, it was like $85. Maybe it was $95. We also live in the worst timeline as far as economic stability, so I guess I can't be too upset. I mean, I can be upset, but I'm not upset at GDQ is what I mean. And also, I might just misremember the actual numbers. Yeah, I think if I were to do a 24-hour stream, it would have to be like no cam. Like my camera cannot be on. Because I think that is a huge determining factor as to whether or not I will have enough energy to make it through. Because implicitly or not, when you know you are being watched, your brain does activate a little bit harder. And then, you know, you have to deal with that. As well as having like a light on in my face to keep me well lit. When it's like, bro, I'm already so lit. You know what I mean? I'd probably also need some legal stimulants or something. It was rough. It was rough last time. So. I wouldn't want to do a 24-hour without chat. That sounds miserable. At that point, I'm just like forcing myself to do a task for 24 hours with no interaction. That actually sounds like torture. If alcohol's involved, I'm not making it. I'm not making it 24 hours. Have you ever tried to stay up for 24 hours while consuming alcohol? Not good. Now, a 24-hour nap stream, now you're talking. No, we'll see. I'll figure out something. I'll probably just do, like, a series of longer streams with incentives to unlock different, like, content or something. It's called a festival. Anybody who goes to a festival is also taking stimulants, and they're mixing drugs, and they're dying. And having seizures. Oktoberfest? If they're up for 24 hours, they're also taking stimulants. That or the Germans are just built different. I don't know. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Okay, so let's boot up the game. We're going to start with the new preset. This is an idea that I floated around with Eldritch, and he was able to cook it up real quick, real fast. I think this preset has potential to be fun, but we'll see. This up, blammo. We're not doing max settings. We already did that. The other thing is, I probably will not be streaming for super long today because I do want to get back to video editing so I can finish the video by Monday night, hopefully. So, but yeah, May 1st, once I know whether or not I'm going to GDQ, that is going to determine May and what kind of content I'm doing. I'm also hoping the next video I do, by the way, will not be this long, because this video, when it's said and done, is going to be over 45 minutes long, which doesn't sound like a long video, but when you realize you're editing every single frame of that video, 45 minutes is like a fucking eternity. So we're going to go for a shorter video next time, because my goal is to have another video out before I move after that one, and have it be like a 10 to 15, maybe 20 minute long video at most. And I already have the idea for it, so I just need to write the script, record it, and then edit it. So, which is like most of it, but at least I have a direction. So we'll see if I'm able to keep up with that pace. I would like to. I'd like to have a YouTube video going while I'm in the process of moving. That would be nice, but yo, what up, Blaze? Blaziken, welcome. Let me put up the boss tracker as well. What? Oops. I accidentally opened up the task settings. I'm literally cheating. And I broke it. Yeah, whatever you do, don't open up Task Studio when you're trying to make a randomizer happen. Is Minneapolis nice? Minneapolis in the summer is pretty nice, yeah. I don't know. It's not a bad city at all. Why wouldn't you qualify to go to GDQ? What do you mean qualify? I can go to GDQ. The thing is they don't have their games list public yet. So I don't know if I got a game into the marathon. If I got a game into the marathon, I will go, because I want to participate in the marathon, because I like doing that. If I didn't get a game into the marathon, I'm not spending the money, the time, the energy to go to the event just to hang out, which would be fun. Going to the event just to hang out is a lot of fun, especially because I have a ton of friends that I get to meet in person at those events, and I'm going to be very sad if I end up not going, because I will miss them. However, the logistics of the situation dictate such that it does not make sense for me to go on a vacation, essentially, with no upside to my career. Not that there's no upside to going as just as a casual attendee, but if I'm at the event, I can at least justify the event in a way and also write it off on my taxes, which does help a lot, especially because it usually means that I'm not spending, like, paying back my income as much at the end of the year. But yeah, summer in Minneapolis is great. Like, the weather's great. Usually never like too hot, which is like the biggest, limiting factor for me living in fucking Florida. Hey, what up, Gage? How's it going? Okay. It is all bosses and all Vlads. Magic Mirror. It's pretty much all bosses, all Vlads, Magic Mirror, and the Magic Mirror is vanilla, I believe, is the big thing. Nice. Yeah, I'm seeing your DM right now, KH. I might check that out. No guarantee that it'll be anytime soon. This might actually be one of those things that I try
I'm gonna save the game a lot because stop talking to me.
as like a bonus thing when I work towards fundraising for the move, but I'll keep you updated. Beowulf, thank you very much for the prime. I appreciate you. Let me figure out exactly what's been changed. So, it should be Vanilla Holy Glasses location, Vanilla Silver Ring, Vanilla Gold Ring. So that way you know where the magic mirror is every single time to prevent people from grabbing it early and just like winning too fast. That's kind of the idea. Yeah. That's my new catchphrase. Jizz it up, streamer. Yo, what up, Nightsy? Riddick, I used to do fundraising streams to go to GDQ back when I didn't make any money from streaming. Now that streaming is my full-time job, I basically budget those things in and I get to write them off on my taxes, which makes a huge difference as to the affordability of going to these events. I still lose money going to GDQ, obviously, but it's like, I don't know. But if I'm not going there to participate in the event, end up on stream, stuff like that, it just doesn't make sense logistically. And if I do go this year, I'm only going for like maybe 2 days, 3 days at most, because I cannot be away. The timing of GDQ is just very poor for me because it is like a week and a half before I am set to move across the country. I got to take my dumb ass and all my shit and my cats and go across the country. It's going to take like 5 days of driving to get to where I need to go. So, yeah, I don't want to do an entire week at GDQ where I fucking kiss up all of my homies and get drunk and shit, and then have to move like the next week where I'm in a car for 5 days straight. Where am I moving to? I'm moving to an undisclosed location that only the FBI is aware of. Witness protection, you know, all that stuff. I've seen too many things. Buffalo Rancher in Montana. Honestly, it might pay better. I don't know. Someone has to make the sauce. Streamer definitely moving to Brazil. You know it. Where am I heading to? I'm not telling anybody where I'm moving right now. I might disclose that later, but I'm very, I don't know. It's not like my audience is huge and that I expect people to be weird and like try and track me down, but I've already had weird experiences online with people trying to find where I live. So I just don't want to deal with that personally. Am I moving time zones? I'm moving across the US. Again, I'll tell you guys more about it maybe someday, but as of right now, I don't feel comfortable being like super open about where it is I'm moving to or any of the information about any of that stuff. Because you guys, I know, are well-meaning and you're just interested in my life, which is fine. The issue is if you give away too much info, weirdos can find you. Which is very scary. Very minimal information is necessary for people to find you. Can I at least post my social security? That's already in the Patreon, so. The Patreon has had that shit for forever. Yeah, straight up. If you show, like, what it looks like from your window or something like that, motherfuckers will be like, I've geolocated your exact coordinates. You live on 555 Maple Street. How did you know? Sending Predator missiles to your front doorstep. Either way. I am changing time zones. Yes. So I don't know how that will be affecting my stream schedule necessarily, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyways, like I said, I'll probably, once I've moved and I'm settled down, I'll probably talk about it more. But right now, there's just like not much to talk about because I haven't moved yet. So, anyways, let's go ahead and I need the tracker. That's what I'm doing. You guys distracted me with all of your great conversation and good vibes. Cut it out. Stop that. Hey, stop being enjoyable to talk to. You're distracting me. Yeah, I mean, my dream for the longest of times has been to move out of Florida. And the other thing that's going to be great about it is it's going to be hitting... This is the other thing that fucking sucks about the timing of this. And one of the reasons why I want to move. There is a non-zero chance that due to the economic situation of the United States that I end up not being able to move. So... Or we might be, undergoing martial law at the time. Who knows? So, like... My plan is to move, but if world events change that, then I might not, obviously. But I want to move the fuck out of Florida so bad, dude. It sucks here. Might bring Prohibition back? No. They're not going to bring Prohibition back. They're just going to jail all of the judges that don't agree with them. What, they're already doing that? That's fine. That's actually a good thing for freedom of speech or whatever. Ugh. The only good thing to come out of Daytona is the fuck is it called? This is the only good thing to come out of Daytona. This is the only good thing. The entire city can sink into water and die. It is the most disgusting, racist, horrible place to be in Florida. At least that you can know the name of. There are worse places in Florida. It's just that they're names that you would never know of because there's like 5 people that live there. Daytona is one of the only populated places that I would have this much smoke for. Anyways, that's the only good thing to come out of Daytona. Don't go there. It's bad. The funniest answer is Brazil. I'm moving to Brazil. I'm just going to tell everybody I'm moving to Brazil at this point. What up, what up, what up? We're about to get started in just a little bit here. All right. Much luck. Thank you. Thank you, Crap. Or, sorry, Carb. My dyslexia went crazy there for a moment. Let's do it. New randomizer preset. This is a brain creation of my own. I basically was like, hey, Eldritch, I have an idea for a preset. And then he's like, here you go. And, like, cooked it up in 20 seconds. So the idea behind this preset is we played the Magic Mirror preset not that long ago and had, like, all bosses, all relics, I think, was one of the things that we did with it. So now I thought to myself, the worst part about Magic Mirror, especially from a race perspective, is your opponent grabbing the mirror before you do by getting lucky. So I thought to myself, what's one way that we can keep that from being too powerful is what if we make the Magic Mirror consistent in its location? So the way that this preset works is that the Magic Mirror is always going to be at the Holy Glasses location. Silver Ring is always going to be at the Silver Ring location, and Gold Ring is always going to be at the Gold Ring location. So those 3 items are vanilla. So the goal of this randomizer is to get the gold ring, get the silver ring, get the mirror, and then you get to go crazy with the magic mirror and go all over the place and shit. Yeah, it's OG-ified magic mirror. Is basically, I basically combined the two. And it should have all the map changes from vanilla magic mirror, such that you don't end up like full clearing the first castle and then the magic mirror is useless. Library card's pretty huge, actually. Do I use it this early? Oh, wow. Genuinely unaware if it's a good idea. Dude, Ring of Ares is so strong. Darkblade's so strong. However, I think saving the library card could be big. Yeah, Death is taking our stuff here. I think I want to save the library card. No. I'm not doing the silver or spike breaker before silver ring thing. Theoretically, you could force that into the game, but yeah, menu color randomizer is on. Eldritch cooked up the seed, so it's very likely that Eldritch was the one that set that up. Does Magic Mirror have this shit open again? Actually, yeah, it does. So it's not exactly the same, actually. It's actually a little bit faster. Right? Because this is open in Magic Mirror, we get to skip the beginning part of the run where you're just like backdashing through Marble Gallery, which is actually kind of nice. And we get Soul of Bat immediately. That's also kind of nuts. Okay. Mana Vessel, sure, why not? We'll grab that. It's going to reset the room, so that way the elevator is at the top. Grab this. We'll grab that, and then question is, do we go to the library now? Or do we save it for later? I think I can get away with saving it for later, actually. Maybe that's like an insane thing to do, but because the randomizer still has complexity to it. I think it's complexity 6. So we want to check flight locked locations now. And we can save the library flight locked stuff for later. Oops. My MP's pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, we also don't have any money, so imagine if this was a tournament, that'd be nuts. Well, that's kind of like what I'm doing right now, is I'm trying to find the guy who's coming. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate you. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find ideas that I like for potential presets for another tournament. I'm also trying to find a karma coin. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. Jizz it up, streamer. Flip it up, streamer. Okay. Aw, shit. Here we go. We stay flipping. Alrighty. Go up this way. Whee. Yeah, my stats are really ass right now. Yeah, I'm trying to get some levels to make it not as ass. That potion's gonna help. We'll wing smash past these dudes. Check this out. Another cape. Interesting. I don't think the cape randomizer, color randomizer is on. Because we started with Joseph's cloak, I think, and it was just black. I'll put the cape on for defense, even though I shouldn't have to. It's kind of a baby move, but it's like, what else are we going to do with our time? You know what I mean? No weapons. We have axe sword armor. Hold on. Hey, yo. We're golden, literally. Easy money. It's never been more easy. Drip always important, so true. Not bad, not bad. Also, I forgot to do this earlier. YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, please. Everybody who's been doing that is a great help as always, as it's a free way to support your boy. You could also watch the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. If you got, you know, Amazon Prime lying around, you want to drop a Prime sub for your boy. It is free money that goes directly to me, which is, you know, nice. Ah, I forgot! We're playing Magic Mirror. It's fine. We have our library card still, so we'll be fine. What up, Jim Frog? Welcome. Dude, the items have not been super nice to us. Katana. Okay, finally, we find a weapon. It's decent. Can't wait for my name to scroll on the YouTube replay. Let's go. Let's check this location real quick. Oh, that sword swing missed, but it's fine. Ah! Nothing. That's very strange. Missed? In this location? In this economy? Localized entirely within your kitchen? That's strange. Also, damn. Sure. Do we go to the library now? I think now we do, because we can full clear it. And I'm still going to save my library card, because, like, why not? Because I think it's better to save the library card once we have the magic mirror, such that we can route both castles more efficiently. So, damn, but bros keep winning, so true. Nice. We'll check the shop first, actually, and then we'll do the other stuff. I guess technically we can't full clear the library now that I think about it, because Fairy Scroll is off limits. So, Heart of Vlad, we do need all the Vlad relics. We also need to kill all the bosses. Library cards are in the shop. That's actually really good to know. We just need money, which we haven't found any, really, outside of just, like, enemy drops. Very interesting. This is a really interesting seed. Yeah, I didn't have enough MP for a Wing Smash there. Another Vlad. All my mana back. This is freaking huge. So as soon as we find all the Vlad relics, our mission is to just kill all the bosses, mind you. And obviously get the magic mirror, but... I kind of wanted it to be a little bit faster than all relics, obviously. And it also gives you a chance to maybe get some complexity skips in. Did you know that Vlad removed one of his ribs so he can what? That's just an urban legend, man. It's not real, right? Jewel of Open. Okay, so now we go Caverns for sure. Or, well, actually, wait. If Gold Ring and Silver Ring are vanilla, then that means we can go get the mirror right now. And I think we should. Dude! I'm gonna die to a flea armor! Jesus. Yeah, very interesting. I'm liking it. Most definitely. Okay. Go down here. We don't have that stuff unlocked yet. I kind of am just going to go to the caverns first, actually. So our goal is to beeline it straight to get Gold Ring, then warp to Castle Entrance. From Entrance, we go to Olrox's quarters, I think. Nice back dash. The map fully transparent. I don't know what's going on with the map. I'm gonna keep it 10,000% with you. I'm like looking at it, but I'm like not looking at it at the same time. Does that make sense? My brain is kind of just like absorbing information, regardless of if the information is there. I'm looking into the matrix is what I'm telling you. I'm seeing the ones and zeros and converting them manually. Son of a bitch. Even with Bat and Mist, our magic is definitely lacking. I want money. As soon as I find money, I can buy like 10 billion mana prisms because they were pretty cheap in the shop. And by money, I mean like a diamond would be fantastic. Uncurse? Well, that's not money. Draxunic's probably worth grabbing. I have no armor, and this does increase my attack a little bit. Okay. Grab the Aquamarine. Interesting. If only you could sell your other items. If you could sell your junk items in SotN, that'd be really overpowered, because there's so many junk items. Like, most items in SotN are not worth the freaking space on the ROM data. Genuinely. There's so many items that if they were just deleted from the game entirely, no one would care. There's our gold ring. We probably grab the warp while we're here. And then we go to silver ring. We go entrance to get to silver ring. Then we get glasses. And then we just start gaming? I would care. All right, well, name every item in the game. Oh yeah, you're such a big fan of the useless items in SotN. Name all of them. Do we really need silver ring? Yes. We know where the magic mirror is because it is in the holy glasses location. And as soon as we grab holy glasses, we get to speedrun a lot more efficiently. So that's why I'm skipping like everything and beelining to this warp, because I'm unlocking the warp to come back later, which will be useful, as well as heading towards silver ring. Inadvertently heading towards silver ring by going to entrance. I think I'll do it through Olrox's quarters because I want to have a shortcut open, I think, for Olrox's quarters. Yeah, because everything we do here will be more efficient once we have the... I'll grab this one up. Once we have the mirror. Also, I feel like the... maybe Spike... Oh, Spike Breaker must be in Logic then, right? Yes, and I think Spike Breaker is also vanilla. Interesting. I wonder what would happen if you took away Spike Breaker from the complexity chain. I wonder. Also, I think we actually go Forbidden Route here. Maybe I'm insane, but I think this is correct. Because we don't want to kill... We don't want to do anything in... Alchemy Lab right now when we can do it more efficiently later. Also, we did technically skip this relic, so we're getting a chance to do it now. We skipped Summon, or sorry, Spirit Orb. Ah, there was the shortcut there that I forgot. Oh no! Wait, this is blocked off! It's Magic Mirror, fuck! Shit, I'm dumb. He's throwing? I forgot, dude. God. It's fine. We only lost like 20 seconds, I guess. Then in that case, is it still faster to go this way? Should I go Alchemy Lab through Chapel, maybe? But then I can't get to Marble Gallery as quickly, I think. I actually don't know. Awkward. Yeah, not having, Damn, that sucks. Yeah, there's not like an efficient way to route getting to Silver Ring here, which is actually really annoying. Well, I can get to Silver Ring. The issue is I then need to get to the Holy Glasses location efficiently afterwards. Huh. Yeah, that's really tricky. Would I be better off going from Outer Wall, maybe? So I don't have to backtrack through this stuff? Because I'm doing all of this, but I'm basically going to have to do this again later when I kill Beelzebub. Because I have to kill all the bosses. Honestly, there's not even like a real reason for me to check this now in case it's like... The only reason I would do this is in case it was Leapstone. Honestly. I guess having info on a Vlad relic isn't bad, but... I don't think there's like a way for me to estimate how many hours I have in SotN, to be honest. Every time I've thought about any type of estimate, it just doesn't make sense to do. I mean, my streamed hours, I think, are over 7,000 now. And that's like streamed hours of SotN since I think only 2017 or 18 is when they started tracking that number. So, yeah. It's a lot. Nothing here. What up, Herblue? Thank you very much for the 11 months.
I'm gonna save the game a lot because stop talking to me.
Do I hold the world record for streamed hours of SotN on Twitch? Yeah, probably. Probably. I don't think there's anybody who has streamed this game more than me. Unless you find like a 24-hour SotN stream or something like that that's been live for 10 plus years. So I am grabbing this warp, which might actually not be necessary, because I think the plan is we probably... What year did I start practicing speedrunning for SotN? 2013. It was like September of 2013, I want to say. Is when maybe October. It was September or October of 2013. My first ever Twitch stream was in August of that year. There's no reason to even grab that relic no matter what it is, so we're just gonna grab the mirror first. And then we're gonna backtrack through this area with the mirror. This is my first speedrun game? No. My first ever speedrun game? Well, it depends. My first ever streamed speedrun game is different than my first ever speedrun game. The first game I've ever done a speedrun of whatsoever was Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advanced. My first ever streamed speedrun was Pokemon Blue. And that was back when Blue version was the optimal version to run. Which goes to show how fucking old I am. Alrighty. So now... Why was blue optimal over red? Because Squirtle. Not cuz Squirtle, actually. Why was... I think it was, there was some reason why. I don't remember why. It might have been, no, this was glitchless. I was doing glitchless runs of Pokemon Blue. I actually don't remember why Blue was considered better back then. It had something to do with the fact that the Pokemon that was run was Squirtle, and Squirtle was better in blue than it was in red for some reason. Or blue is just the better version, except for the fact that Nidoking is insane, and Nidoking is only available in red. I genuinely don't remember the exact reasoning for it. All I know is that the better version to run if you're running glitchless is Nidoking in red now. Something like that. Communist won. That's funny. There were reasons for why blue was better back in the day. I just don't know. That's definitely not a question for me because I didn't hang around in the Pokemon speedrunning community for very long. I'm friends with a lot of the Pokemon speedrunners, or at least some, maybe not a lot. But I didn't, like, do runs long enough to, like, get very good or knowledgeable at it, to be honest. It was just one of those things that was, like, I was early enough in my interest in speedrunning that I was just trying different games until I landed on one. That's around the same time that I started speedrunning Mega Man X. So... All right, now we have the mirror. So now I believe we just want to backtrack and go to places with warps. So why did I change my hair? Because I wanted to. The same reason why I dyed my hair pink in the first place. I've gone through different waves of wanting long hair, wanting short hair, wanting dyed hair, wanting not dyed hair. Currently, I'm growing my hair out, and I don't want it to be dyed anymore. You cannot use... Oh, my library card. Nice. You cannot use the magic mirror in the Holy Glasses location. It will just not let you. Have I ever wanted no hair? Not really. I don't think I would look good bald, to be honest. Okay, there was nothing here, so I'm glad I didn't go out of my way for this. We don't have great equipment for the second castle boss fights, which is actually kind of rough, I'm not going to lie. We kind of need ways of killing them. At least I have the Hallbeam dagger, I guess, in my fist. Not great. Yeah, like, our shit is not good right now. Oh, fuck you. There we go. Dude, Trio's gonna suck ass, actually. Oh, Firebrand will make it not as bad. I think. I think we'll be okay. That's one down. I can Soul Steal here. Oh, frick me, dude. That's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, Ralph be cheating, bro. And we can cube it up. So now I want to go to entrance, probably, and then hit up the warp there, I think. Oh, we want to do Alrox's quarters, actually. And then we'll go from Alrox to... it doesn't really matter, actually. I don't think there's a right route here. This is one of those things that's like... I haven't really thought about how to do this the most efficiently, which is actually kind of exciting to think about. I feel like the route possibilities here are pretty cool, because we have to kill all the bosses. So you can't just luck into all the Vlad relics and win. But you still need all the Vlad relics, which means you can't just be skipping relics either. Really cool. Really, really cool. So you can change enemy placements so long as that enemy already exists in that area. So, for example, these like ghost dancers, you can't take a ghost dancer and like spawn it at castle entrance, because the data for ghost dancer doesn't exist in the castle entrance. The area locations hold the enemy data. So if you tried to spawn one in a location where it's not already like loaded in, it would just like crash the game essentially. So without the means of being able to like fully decomp the game and rewrite the area load data, it's essentially impossible. Nice. Thank God he's weak to fire. Which SotN enemy do I think I could 1v1 in a real IRL? Maybe the bats? I wouldn't want to, mind you. Fleaman, I think they'd have the edge. I think I'd get edged out. I think they'd edge all over me is what I'm trying to say. Dodo Bird? True! There is historical precedent for that, actually. That dodo birds don't do shit. Oh, I could do the special attack and spam Hallbean at the same time. That's actually kind of an interesting combo. I've never done that before. Nice. Can I get gravity boots, by the way? That'd be nice. We still have to do Scylla. We still have to do Hippogriff. We have to do Medusi. Maybe we head in that direction and then we do castle entrance later. I don't really want that, but it's too late now. Yeah. Chaos was able to duplicate enemies that already existed, and certain enemies were excluded because they crashed the game. So I think like ghosts, what are they called? Hunting girls? Couldn't be, what's it called? Like they couldn't be duplicated because they crashed the game. I think. I believe that was one of the issues. Could probably beat Scylla in real life at level 1. I don't know, man. If you don't kill her fast enough, she'd be spamming the goddamn screen. I guess I should be, like, farming levels, actually. There's no reason not to. Since we have the screen freeze off. I miss it. Original Dark Souls 2 TBH. You can still play it. My ass never bought Scholar, so the only Dark Souls 2 I've ever played is the original. You can't buy it anymore? Surely you can still buy it. Maybe not on Steam, but there has to be ways to still purchase it. Like, it's not available on GOG or whatever. Surely you have to be able to. Steam is one of those shitty marketplaces that, like, take stuff down and stuff. I know you can't buy the original DS1, I am aware of that, which is stupid, but also, look. Stopwatch. Your ass really wants to play the original Dark Souls 1? Really? Unless you're a speedrunner for whatever reason, I don't think you should. It's not good. It's not good for you, is what I'm trying to say. We have to kill Dark Doo-Doo Bat. While we're here, we have to do this check. Actually, let's just do this because it's faster than flying. Here's all the money. And by all the money, I mean, it's not that much money, to be honest. DS1 has the best level design in the entire series. The first half of DS1 has the best level design of the series. Your ass is not going to sit here and convince me that Lost Izalith is the best level design of the series. I love Dark Souls 1. Lost Izalith is ass. Tomb of the Giants is not as bad, but ass. We don't talk about Anor Londo? Anor Londo's great. Are you talking about New Londo? Anor Londo's fantastic. Yeah, the Seath run back is really rough. How am I swapping between castles like that? That's what Magic Mirror does. That's the Magic Mirror relic. Or sorry, not relic, but like mod. It replaces the glasses. It's part of the new randomizer preset that we're messing with. My ass needs to play Demon Souls. I should probably pick up RC3PO or whatever the fuck that emulator's called. I should probably download that shit and try it out. Where do I read Map Rando Updates? There isn't a place to read them, I believe, unless you just ask Sestrin. I wanna go. I think we skip castle entrance, actually. I think it's fair to skip castle entrance for now. It does suck that I'm coming over here just for Bee's Nuts over here, yeah? Well, I just need to go... Actually, I just need to go to the caverns afterwards, so maybe I do castle entrance. Yeah. It sucks because I'm not actually utilizing my library cards. I guess I'll save my library cards for the end and do creature at the end. I'm shocked. I feel like I definitely didn't utilize my library cards to the fullest here. So maybe I should have been more aggressive with them. Yeah, the map randomizer is in like pre-alpha like testing phases essentially. So I don't think there's going to be anything public on it for quite a while, to be honest. Maybe I should switch to Holy Sword, actually. Basically the same thing, but better. Ah! I'm getting Bee's Nuts. Did you even complete the Impossible Challenge? Why are you asking me and not looking it up? Come on now. To be fair, you probably don't know how to look up YouTube videos properly, which is not your fault. It's a kind of tedious thing, but yeah. I would answer your question. In fact, I will answer your question. I'll stop being an obtuse asshole about it. Yes, I beat it. I didn't want to answer your question because I wanted to be an obtuse asshole, but that was actually not necessary. But deep down inside, I wanted to be an obtuse asshole. Sorry. It happens. Sometimes you just want to be a little shithead. I'm sorry. It happens. People expect me not to be human. Sometimes the fucking devil on your shoulder says you could be an asshole right now. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And then I do it, and I'm like, fuck, man. That was actually really mean. I shouldn't have done that. Is it the Nose Devils? Yes, actually. Either way, yes, I did finish the challenge. That's why we're not doing it anymore, and why we're taking a break from it generally, is because I would like to have a more interesting idea for the next one. That's the plan, at least. Oh no, I can't get through! Anyways. Whee. Honestly, it might have been better to get to this location a different way. I don't know. We need to do Grand Falloon, Doppelganger. I could have been Hall Beam dashing this whole time. We have to do Death. Another library card. Jesus Christ, I'm drowning in library cards. What is it? I want that, actually. What? Thank you. Again, I'm really, like, shocked because I can't think of the best route here, which is, like, new. This is new to me. Very rarely have I ever been in a situation where I instantly knew the best route. And also, the best route is going to change every single run, because depending on when you find the mirror is going to determine what other relics you have to do. Actually, really interesting. Also, this guy is more dripped up than I am, and I'm fucking pissed about it. If you load in the caverns from the left side, the inverted bridge, sorry, from the right side, the inverted bridge is unbroken. That's just in the game. That's vanilla Symphony of the Night, for whatever reason. If you reload the room, it breaks the bridge. We still don't have all the Vlad relics, too, which is interesting. Oh, that sucks. I have to reload this entire area. Is there a more efficient way to do this? Is it do Scylla first and then do Doppelganger second, actually? So that way you don't have to backtrack through this room? Because you have to deload the boss arena version and then come back to use the magic mirror. Because you're not allowed to use the magic mirror in a boss arena. Okay, I was pretty sure this had to be a Vlad relic, or at least the likelihood of it being a Vlad relic is really high. So, the other thing that we do we think the last Vlad relic is behind a boss? The odds are relatively high, because if the last Vlad relic is behind a boss, that means I can skip Merman Statue and Force of Echo. So I think I'm going to go with that play. But the issue is I'll have to kill the bosses again if I'm wrong. Yeah, we still have Creature on the table as well. And we have all of the inverted... There's actually such a high likelihood that the last Vlad relic is not there. In those two locations, actually. It's more likely, I should say. It's more likely that it's not there than it is there, so... We're just going to do the skip, I think.
Tribute. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
You're mad about that? That's a very... You're allowed to be mad about it, but also it's, like, not that big of a deal at the end of the day, right? And also, you weren't the first person to discover the bridge bug, is what you're calling it. The, like, the leftover bridge breaking, code or whatever. The thing that was important about it wasn't the fact that we figured it out. The thing that was important about it is that, like, we knew that there was a way to break the bridge. We just didn't know how to do it or why it existed. Going into the game's code to figure it out was, like, the big thing. So unless you knew how to, like, poke around in memory addresses and stuff, it would have never been you, if that makes sense. Either way, it's, like, not that big of a deal. And ultimately, if your only interest in it is, like, being the person to discover it or whatever, I don't know. Something about it just feels weird, is all I'm trying to say, right? Also, it's very easy to say that you discovered it when there's, like, no proof or evidence of it or whatever, which, like, you're allowed to be mad about and be like, man, everyone could have, like, praised me for it. But also, it's like, I don't know, man. Is it really that big of a deal? Maybe I'm just coming at it from the wrong angle. Like I said, you're allowed to be upset about it, I guess. But I wouldn't be upset about something like that personally. I'm fucking stupid as hell. I don't have a great way of killing this guy. That sucks. We're in trouble. That's what I get for ranting. Well, time to be smart, I guess. I don't know how much damage I'm doing here. You cannot magic mirror during the boss fight now. I might have to library card, which will lose me a lot of time. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. Yeah. That's annoying. But now it makes no difference. What I'm trying to say is, if you were the first to blow up the bridge...
I'm interested in this.
Well, I should phrase it like this. You were not the first person to blow up the bridge without using the Donkey Kong skeleton. That was a documented thing for a long time. The thing that was new is we figured out why it happened, and we figured out in the game's code why it worked that way. That was the discovery. So unless you were poking around in the memory address, like I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything like that. I'm just trying to have you understand that, like, you actually shouldn't be mad, because unless you were able to dig into the game's code to figure out why it happened, it would not have been a new discovery. So I'm trying to be nice, but the way I'm doing it is very poor, and I'm sorry. Did someone discover a way to do it thing solo without a second controller? No, you need a second controller. Well, it was kind of both, right? To be fair, if you figured out how to do it, it probably could have led to us figuring out why faster. Because at the time, the history behind that thing is very not well understood. Because everybody, for the longest time, who encountered that bug did so on EPSXE, which is a dogshit emulator that emulates things wrong all the time. So the understanding at the time was, oh, EPSXE just doesn't work. So if the bridge breaks randomly, it's because of EPSXE. But nobody looked into why it worked that way, I guess. Like, if your fantasy is that you feel like you missed out on being the epic guy who showed up and saved the community or whatever, I'm just trying to tell you that it wouldn't have worked that way, probably. We should apologize to EPSXE. I refuse. EPSXE is dog shit and terrible. If you're still using it to this day. But yeah, I'm just trying to tell you that it wouldn't have changed much unless you were able to figure it out. All right, let's not fuck this up. In fact, I'm going to start by killing Grand Floon first. Yes, EPSXE was the first emulator for PS1. Now, people were using that first emulator for way too long, and it caused a lot of issues. Because it was the first doesn't mean it was the most accurate or best, especially for trying to create an accurate experience of the games. Okay, it technically wasn't the first, but it was the first, like, widely spread and easy to use emulator. Now we'll know how much damage we're doing. PogChamp. I'm also going to save because there's a chance that I fuck this up again, which will make me really upset. Oops. Where in the US am I from? My street address is 555 Maple Street. I'm sure you can look it up from there. I'm from Florida. Again, I'm being a snarky asshole today. I can't stop it. I'm sorry, guys. It's just in my blood. It's in my DNA. I had these fucking mana... Dude, I'm so stupid today. I just didn't use these mana prisms the entire run after buying them. Jesus, I have problems. Today's not a good brain day. I apologize, guys. But hey, we're doing 69 damage sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. The bridge break thing is cool, but doesn't actually matter in the grand scheme of things, which is very funny. Mostly because it can't be replicated on Xbox. So for like speedrunning, it ends up being basically useless. It's cool for Randomizer because it just makes things easier. If this isn't the last Vlad, then we have to backtrack, which is annoying. Grab that. Okay, so now we have to, backtrack to Mermaid Statue and Force of Echo. Damn. And that means the other one is Gravity Boots? Or wait, what else did I skip? Because I would have picked up Power of Mist if I had seen it. Or sorry, Power of Wolf. What? Which relic did I skip? I skipped a lot of relics and didn't realize it. I'm bad at the game. That's unfortunate. Why is a Richter a boss on a boss tracker? Just cause he can be, I guess. I don't know. World record holder. This is a brand new preset that no one's played before. Come on, be nice. Come on. I'm trying my best out here. Also, I have brainworms today. They're putting me on the registry. Dude, this is annoying. Very annoying. I didn't think that I would kill all of the bosses before doing all of the relics. I didn't even think that was possible. So now the thing is, do I go? Yeah, I just skipped mermaid statue, which was very stupid of me. Interesting. Yo, how's it going? Welcome from the YouTube. Watching at 4 a.m., but I have no regrets. Let's go. We've all been there. Grimace of Souls, my favorite McDonald's mascot. No, there was a mobile Castlevania game that was like discontinued, I want to say, or taken offline, called Grimoire of Souls. I never played it because it was an Apple Arcade exclusive for whatever reason. And my ass does not own an iPhone, and I would like to keep it that way, to be honest. Well. Dude, the last 3 relics are Power of Wolf, fucking Gravity Boots, and the Vlad relic? That sucks. Because I would have liked to have Gravity Boots at the very least. Throughout most of the seed. Oh well. I mean, that's what I get for trying to skip these and save 2 minutes, I guess. Maybe the risk reward is like better in Magic Mirror because I'm doing 2 checks for the price of 1, kind of. I mean, that's like the whole point of Magic Mirror. So maybe it's not as bad to go out of my way to do this check. What are the possible relic locations? We have all of the inverted... Okay, it's just here. It's always here. So we have the inverted library checks, if I remember correctly. The 2 extra ones. What is it? The one behind the bookshelf and the one at the librarian, but inverted. I'm not even checking if that's another library card. I don't want to know. Oh yeah, we have to do this shit. Maybe it would have been worth checking the other relic in case it was Gravity Boots. That might have saved me like 2 seconds. Either way. Yeah, our gear was never like that OP. Which is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, this is one of those presets that I think has a lot of potential. I routed this very poorly, but we're still finishing in like under an hour, which is nice. Like all of the things that went poorly were due to my own decision making and failing the risk reward stuff. Because realistically, I could have made a better decision early on for sure with those checks. And I think it would have been worth it, probably. Thank you very much.
Where's up, DB?
Thank you very much, Tekko. Was up for the tier 3 for 21 months in a row. You're the GOAT for real, for real. Approximately an hour, the max-ish time that I'm aiming for. Anywhere from like 90 minutes to an hour and like 5 hour 10, I think is fine. I think you don't want, like if you're playing a seed and it's like an hour and 10 minutes, that's a pretty long seed in my opinion. Because that means you're doing a lot of backtracking or you're playing through the game with like really poor movement the entire time. And that's just not very fun. Who's the boss on the bottom right hand of the tracker? That is Richter. My damage is kind of ass. Yeah, our gear this run was not amazing. Karma coin? Oh shit, I forgot about that. Damn. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I don't know why Richter's on the boss tracker other than there might be a world where killing Richter makes sense for the boss tracker. It just isn't coming up in these randos. Yeah, I never found much in the realm of, like, damage increase, really. Oh, well. Yeah, for completeness or for boss rush, maybe. That's true. Alrighty. Yeah, like, the only 3 weapons we found were, or 4, was Firebrand, Katana, Holy Sword, and Halberd Dagger. Very interesting. Whatever. Ow. Ow. Halberd the goat? Halberd is about as effective as a literal goat. Like, I'm pretty sure my fists would do about the same damage. But it looks cool. So, therefore it's the goat. What? He, like, faked me out. That was weird. Anyways.
Go back whence you came. Trouble
Um,
no more.
How do I feel about this preset? I feel like I played it pretty poorly, but that, in my mind, is exciting because the route possibilities were pretty high there.
Ever since you lost the ability to love.
And, like, the only thing that really ended up speeding up the process of that seed was, like, finding gravity boots. So, like, the biggest, like, blowout that could have happened was finding gravity boots earlier, which probably was in reverse library, and better use of library cards, to be honest. So, yeah, the routing in this type of preset requires some big brain stuff. So I think this was going to need more testing before I can say definitively, like, I like this preset for competition. But I feel like it's pretty good. Mostly because it changes things a lot. It changes the interaction between the first and second castle a lot, which is what I do like about Magic Mirror, is it forces you to think about the castle as a whole. So, I think all bosses in all Vlads is better, especially if you're able to make assumptions about where the last Vlad is via, like, complexity or whatever. That would be nice. But I feel like Magic Mirror makes that kind of hard because you have so many options available. So I don't know. I really don't know. This is going to require more testing for sure. Let me know how you feel about it, YouTube. I'm still on the hunt for good competitive racing formats for future tournament stuff that I would like to plan. Probably once I move. I am in the process of moving, in case you didn't know. I'm going to be moving in, like, a little over a month. So once I'm settled into my new place, I might start organizing tournament stuff. But we'll see. I also need to make sure that I have presets available for players that will be good for a tournament. So, but in the meantime, like, comment, subscribe so you can see more of this stuff in the future. And I'll see you in the next one, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Let's run some ads, and I'll boot up the Map Rando.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
All right, I'm going to run some ads, and I'll be right back.
To fight your own father. Fear not.
I'm also going to run to the bathroom.
For destroying him. It must have been painful for you. Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell, then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard?
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
No, it's best this way. I can't ease his torment. Someday, perhaps, we will meet again. And on that day, maybe.
I see.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
Just like the wind, I've always been drifting high up in the sky that never ends. Through thick and thin, I always win, 'cause I will fight both life and death to save a friend. I face my destiny every day I live, and the best of me is all I have to give.
Alrighty.
Just like the sun, just like the sun.
Let's set up that map rando.
Sometimes I don't like the person
I believe there is a bug in this map rando with a in the castle entrance, so I have to be aware of that. Did I see the Wii homebrew debacle? No, I don't know what that is. I'm probably out of the loop because all I do all day is video edit. So I'm probably very much out of the loop. I feel like I'm so out of the loop of the real world. Literally stole Nintendo proprietary code. Somebody, wait, what? Like the Wii home, the people who made the Wii homebrew? I'm confused. Or is it a recent homebrew that stole proprietary code? When making homebrew for the Wii, they stole Nintendo code. Legally speaking, this is a joke, and I don't mean anything that I say here. Legally speaking, this is a joke, and I don't mean anything that I'm saying here. This is for entertainment and for comedy purposes only. That's so fucking based. Stealing code from Nintendo? Very based. Mostly because I like the fucking Wii homebrew. Wii homebrew is fucking sick. The Wii is like the best Nintendo console because of the homebrew that's available for it. I think we're good. I need to close out of the game. Blammo. Do that. We can boot up the map rando. Oh, yes. Thank you for the good luck. What happened to the Power World case? It's probably the same thing that happens with all legal cases, is that it gets drawn out via incredibly lengthy amounts of paperwork, and like the legal process is very slow generally, which actually ends up being, sometimes that ends up being a good thing, sometimes that ends up being a bad thing. It just depends. I don't know. It is what it is. Type beat, type shit. Some cases where it's suspiciously quick. Yeah, well. Look. I don't want to talk about that. Mostly because I think if I speak about it, there's a chance that my ass will get you guys won't see me again. I don't want too much shit. I've already said too much on the record. Let's be real. Any day now, the squad's gonna disappear me. So, we live in the best timeline. I love America. Mostly because of the freedoms that I have. Especially the First Amendment. I think that one's the one everyone loves the most. And everyone, anyways. Let's move on. Because we are doing this. It's time for another new Symphony of the Night Map Randomizer update. Sestrin's been cooking this one for a while. The major update here, if I am to understand it properly, is that the Map Randomizer logic now supports randomized relics, which is new. Before, the relics were not able to be randomized. So that's progress. That's progress. I think some things are vanilla for the sake of, for like logic reasons. So we're gonna see. I like have a whole list of like changes and stuff that I can look at if I need to, but I do know that Holy Glasses is vanilla. Other than that, I'm not sure what's going on. Rant about hating ducks. So the issue is that ducks are very cute as an animal. They're adorable, but they are fucking evil. They're evil, twisted, fucked up little guys. And don't even get me started on their evolutionary reproduction shit. Shit's wild. I feel like I've seen this exact layout from the randomizer now. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have the I have to change my keybinds real quick. I feel like I've seen that exact randomizer layout like twice now. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I have. Okay, so now I can, yeah. Okay, it's all set up. The hell? That's weird. Walking... Did you do that on purpose? Where it forces me out of the room unless I hold left?
I've come to put an end to
Or is that unintentional?
Still befriending mortals.
Is it because Alucard is in the cutscene, so the game pushes him forward into the cutscene, which pushes me out of the room? That was weird. Something about that was weird.
Those words. We will meet again.
This is what happens when you come from the right. Okay. I don't know if I've experienced that in the vanilla game before. Maybe I have. Also, wait a minute. How does this work? Oh. We soft lock in? Is that a soft lock? Damn. So, is this the bug that you were talking about, Sestrin? Or no? This is just a side effect of trying to force the meeting with death. Okay. That's interesting. Anyways, well, I mean, if we soft lock, we have the cheats to unsoft lock ourselves, which is nice. Oh yeah, I should... Warning! Spoilers! Warning! Caveat. This is in, like, mega ultra alpha mode. Meanwhile, you, the soy beta would never... there's a joke in there somewhere. I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But yeah, this is not complete. This is not like a public released thing for reasons, because it hasn't been, you know, fully figured out yet. So if anything breaks, it's kind of expected to a little bit. I'm low-key just testing the limits of this shit. Yeah, a lot of bugs left to squash, indeed. Dude, it's so weird playing a map rando. My brain is, like, not prepared for how to play it. You know? Yeah, I, for whatever reason, am incredibly predisposed to finding bugs, generally, when playing video games. I don't know what it is. I'm just built that way. Also, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, the items are not randomized. I was like, wait, these items aren't randomized. But yes, the item randomizer currently is not a thing. But is Jewel Sword not here in this version of the map? I didn't know that. Wow. So the Jewel Sword room doesn't have Jewel Sword until you come back to the entrance. Wow. It should be there? Not necessarily. So this version of Castle Entrance is not the same version of Castle Entrance that exists later in the game. As soon as you exit, because this is the version that has the death cutscene there. This version also doesn't have the Blade and Gurkha in this room. So once you leave this version of Castle Entrance and come back, then that stuff is loaded in. In fact, I can showcase that right now. I forget the exact area name. There's like 2 different area names for this. So once I leave this area and come back, also Coliseum is interesting as my next area. It spawns in these guys, right? Spawns in these guys. So it's a different version of Castle Entrance. It also spawns in the Owl Knight. It takes away the wargs. So even if you guys weren't aware that the version of Castle Entrance that you spawn in is different than the one that you come back to later, intuitively it makes sense if you've played this game. Because once you go back to Castle Entrance, it is different. Spirit Orb, interesting. So we don't need Spirit Orb. So in this case, we don't need to fight Minotaur and Werewolf. What if I did not play this game? Then you should fix that. This game's good. Items are not randomized, no. It's just relics right now. Which means that we are getting a library card here. Sestrin did say that library cards are in Logic. So I wonder if it's in Logic to go to the library right now. I'm not going to... Ah! I forgot that that doesn't guarantee a save room. In fact, I actually really want a save room right now. Uh-oh. I very much want a save room. That's annoying. Well, YOLO, I guess. Go save for me. Getting the shield rod would be nice, though. Not gonna lie. How much MP do I have? I don't have enough for a fucking soul steal. You know what? I have an idea. What? That's fine. What level am I? Not high enough. Okay. This is fine. Everything is fine. I just have to wait for my MP to regen. It'll be fine. And let me just real quick, just wow, my MP really is regenerating so fast, guys. You know? Okay. Honestly, I just wanted to refill my health. We'll come back for the shield rod later, I think. That's fine. I still want to check what this area is first. Castle Keep. If I go down, that is a soft lock. Kind of. Unless you have escape requirement rando on, or the library card is there to bail me out. Interesting. Yeah, I guess the library card is kind of like your bailout here. And in fact, it kind of makes me feel like that's where the game is pushing me, is to go towards the library. So, interesting. How do warps work? I imagine they work. Like vanilla. Oh! That's not a warp. Oh. That changes things. Now I'm very confused. Oh, fuck. How did I like Boss Reflector? It was fun, and I didn't know how to route it very good, which is a good thing. I was very confused what the optimal route should be throughout the entirety of the run, and I think that's a good thing. I think there's a lot of room for... Unironically, I think there's a lot of room for skill expression in that preset. I would need to play it more to have like a more defined opinion on it, probably. But for now, I'm interested in playing more of it. It's Magic Mirror, all bosses, all relics, and the Magic Mirror is in it. The Magic Mirror, all of the equipment, progression equipment is vanilla location. Which Castlevania game do I think is the mechanically most hard to speedrun? Depends. I don't know. That's a really tough question. I'm obviously biased towards SotN, but also I don't think any of them are mechanically difficult necessarily. And it also just depends on what you find to be difficult. I'm going to check this. Also, I don't have enough experience to really give you a clear answer to that. I'll say SotN is difficult because the game is optimized in a way that's very difficult. Aria is also incredibly optimized. Aria might be up there. Like Aria no 0 HP glitch. Oh, here's our warp. And it's the outer wall warp? What? I'm very confused, but in a good way. I'm very intrigued. What? Well, on the bright side, the seed wants us to be here. And Wolf is the relic that we get here. Not even randomized. Wait a minute. I just mean input-wise. Again, I don't... If you're just looking for actions per minute, it's probably SotN. But SotN is probably bloated in actions per minute because of backdashing and shield dashing, which is not necessarily difficult. But again, I don't think there is a correct answer. And I also don't have enough experience in all of the Castlevania games to give you a more informed answer. If we go down, we can't get back up. I don't think anything in Circle of the Moon is execution-wise difficult, though. I could be wrong. It's, like, not any more difficult than any of the bullshit that's in the SotN speedruns. But maybe I'm wrong. You sent me 2 more seats for later. Thank you, thank you. Depending on how quickly we finish this, I might boot up another one. Eldritch. The nuclear thing. So in theory, I understand that it's difficult, but like, is it though? I don't know. Like execution wise, I don't. Is it any more difficult than the bullshit that exists in SotN? Because, like, you guys have no clue how bullshit it is to speedrun SotN optimally. There's a reason why we don't. There's a reason why I keep saying every world record that I have is bad. Because on an execution level, there's so much more that I could be doing. But it's, like, insane. So I'm trying to remember, is the outer wall, like, just difficult to randomize, I think, right? Because there's not that many rooms that you can randomize. Yeah. Yeah, at the highest level, shield dashing speed does end up mattering, which is not great for many people, but, like, you know, it is what it is. I imagine this can't be randomized then, huh? Yeah, I'm obviously biased, though. I'm going to think SotN is very, very difficult. Like, SotN, if you want to play a randomizer at a high level, is not hard. The most difficult thing that is asked of you is, can you wing smash? Yes, no. Basically. But wing smashing is, like, not the thing. It is a big skill differentiator in speedrunning, but it's not that big of a deal outside of it. There are no relics to find here for me, so I don't need to be here. Okay. I'm trying to think, how do I... The only thing that I can get out of this is a new area transition at the bottom of Alchemy Lab, so maybe it is still worth doing this. Also, shoutouts to Jewel Knuckles. One of the best items in the game, unironically. So my goal here is to hopefully find another area transition, or... Actually, there's 2 area transitions here. But we'll need Jewel of Open for one of them, I think. A relic counter would be nice. Well, I know how many relics are in this area. There's 2. So I don't think that would necessarily be, like, super useful. Jewel Knuckle has a critical hit chance of 40x. Jeez. Jewel Knuckles is the red hedgehog guy, but with drip? Yes. Very true. Jewel Knuckle is better than Combat Knife, for sure. The Alchemy Lab relics are vanilla because they work different than most relics. Interesting. Whoa. That's a loop. Jewel Knuckles as a beginner strat for Crash percent speedruns. Hell yeah. I love Crash Bandicoot. Guy who talks shit about Crash Bandicoot every day. I love Crash Bandicoot. I don't talk shit about Crash Bandicoot every day. That's not fair. Dude, I talk shit about Crash Bandicoot actually quite a bit. I should probably play it on stream, huh? CTR is so good, though. You're so right. Maybe we boot up the Crash games as our next casual playthrough series. Because I do actually have some interesting questions about Crash 2 and 3, but... Wait a minute. Hold on. This area is blocked off. The area where the combat knife, how do you get? Oh, the other entrance. That's how. There's the other entrance. There's 2 entrances to Alchemy Lab. Of course, of course. Okay. So have we explored all of our options yet before library carding? I think so. I think so. Oh, he's coming. Oh, Lord, he's coming. He's coming. What do I do? Help! Help! Thank you, Lord Nicholas. I appreciate you. Me, I promise I won't get political tonight. Also me after a 4th of a beer, Spyro over Crash. I've replayed the Spyro games many a times. Although it's been a while since I've replayed Spyro 3 in full. But Spyro 1 and 2 I've replayed a lot. The Crash games, I am scared to pick those back up again. But maybe I should. Maybe I should. That could be a fun stream series, playing through the Crash games again. Especially 2 and 3. I think I will like Crash 2 and 3 quite a bit. Oh! Dude, randomized library is insane! I hate it here. Crashing out over Crash Bandicoot sounds like a good YouTube title. Dude, Crash 1 is one of those games that I'm genuinely terrified to replay. I don't know. I feel like I would just be like, dude, the level design is such shit the entire time, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so this is misaligned a little bit. That is one of the things that I forgot to mention, that Sestrin did I believe you were working on fixing a lot of the misaligned area transitions. This is the first one that we found so far. I feel like there used to be more. Crash Nitro Kart and Team Racing. I did enjoy Crash Nitro Kart, actually, even though it was made by a different team. But also, B&B, thank you very much for the 3 months of Prime. You the GOAT. Underground Caverns, you got all but 1. Gotcha. We're not replaying Lion King. We're never replaying Lion King. In fact, Lion King deserves to fucking rot. That game sucks ass. Terrible video game. You're playing Diablo 2 right now and you died 10 times? All right, Elon Musk. Sorry. 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 That's mean. I went too far. That's my new catchphrase. Jizz it up, streamer. Wow, Nightstorm. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Holy shit. Thank you. Alrighty. I need this. You guys have no idea how much I need this. Ah! I didn't need it hard enough, apparently. Save. Yeah, it's fine. You love Crash Bash. Crash Bash is a video game designed to, like... Crash Bash was designed by the Bush administration and originally designed to all copies were originally designed to get sent to Guantanamo Bay, but due to a shipping error, got sent to store shelves instead. What I'm trying to say is Crash Bash is torture.
Oh, it's
Trying to, especially if you try to fucking 200% that game, Ugh.
I need your help.
Absolutely not. DevG, thank you for the 169 bits, by the way. It's just, it's so...
I'm interested in.
Oh, God, the NPCs, dude.
I'm interested.
Jewel of Open, let's go.
Thank you.
Is the wolf dive kick in logic, Sestrin? By the way, or am I out of logic right now? Because I actually do kind of want to know if I'm out of logic right now. Because I don't know how the Map Rando logic works. Blaziken, thank you for the 100 bits as well. Let's just get one library card for now. Iron Shield is definitely nice to have. I like it a lot. Oh, dude, we could have bought Duplicator. Fuck. We're so close. I'll buy another library card.
Farewell for now.
I'm not out of logic. So dive kicking off of the book is in logic. Interesting. Oops. I should also jewel knuckle it up. Isn't that Vanilla Shop? Yes. The items are not randomized. The relics are, but the items are not. I imagine randomizing the items is not something that you're particularly, like, worried about right now. Did I miss the Mega Man X3 run? No, we haven't done X3 yet. X3 will be our next casual stream. I'm excited for X3 because everybody says it's, like, really good. And I haven't played it in such a long time, so... So, yeah. All I remember from X3 is the Z-Saber, but I don't remember how to get it. I remember using it. I think the way I played X3 is I played through some of the stages, couldn't kill some of the bosses, and then just looked up a code to enter the Sigma stages with all of the upgrades. Yeah, Z-Saber and Golden Armor. I think I just, like, got those set up that way. This is a warp? What? Dude, that's so weird. Whoa. So yeah, the only way to enter this area was with a library card. Interesting. And then it gives me a warp in order to escape. So now I need to find my way to, I presume, Marble Gallery, right? Right? Because the only thing we have right now is Wolf and Jewel of Open. Dude, I'm so confused. Wow. Do we go back to Castle Entrance and try and do more stuff there now, maybe? Because there is another area transition in Castle Entrance, I think. Wait. Is this the Castle Entrance warp? I'm losing it. Is this Castle Entrance? It's not. Ooh. What am I doing then? I guess we go this way? I think. I'm very lost, yeah. I'm genuinely so lost. Castle Entrance is connected to Colosseum, if we want to do that. Oh! Wait, is that... This is an X. The X doesn't lead to the other X? I thought the dot would lead to the other dot.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
K is for keep? Is that a K? That looks like an X. Wait, am I smoking... Am I smoking that shit right now? O is for outer wall. Oh. I thought it was like a... Oh. I'm very confused looking at this, actually. Thank you, Dragon Kaiser. I feel like I would have preferred just like a key. That just like the dot leads to the dot, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. But I think the only thing I can do now is go down here. I think. I don't know, actually. Because this dot is slightly off D? Is that supposed to be a D? What is this? Yeah, I technically shouldn't explore here. But maybe it's my last option? How's it going, Junie? Welcome. The D is for ducks. Dude, I'm ducked right now. Straight ducked up. This area is blocked off. We can't explore more here. So I guess we do have to just go to the mines? That's understandable, Sestrin. I will say it's a little confusing, but I understand why it is this way. There are limitations here. Yo, what up, that one white fella? We all know that one white fella. Yo, what up, crazy? How's it going? You won your tournament match? The tournament's still going? Still? How many matches are scheduled a week? I'm just going to drop down, and if I soft lock, then I might have to unsoft lock myself, I guess. Well, that was quick. Jesus. Well, okay, now we've... So, I guess that was where we... Yeah, I wanted to get to Marble Gallery. So we're fine. Look, I want to do my own tournament, but, like... I also want to give the community a fucking break. I feel like it's been non-stop tournaments for, like, the last 2 years. Which is, like, annoying. I don't know. On the bright side, I'll have plenty of time to figure out what I want to do for my tournament when that comes around. You need a tournament tracker. So true. Can we develop one of those, please? I think technically the launcher could do that. I'm just going to save the game because I have no fucking clue what's going on. He is Marble Gallery. Ah. Where is melee.joel? So true. I actually low-key want to play Melee again, but I don't have the time. They have a setup at the card shop that I go to sometimes to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm like, bro, it'd be so easy for me to get back into this shit, man. Melee is a fucking drug, dude. Game's too good. But my ass does not have the time, unfortunately, to really play.
Wait a moment. You seem human.
Okay. The green map squares, don't worry about those. They're supposed to be like relic checks, but it doesn't make sense in this context. I honestly shouldn't really have them up, but, you know, mistakes were made, I guess. Is there a way for me to turn that off? I don't think so. Unfortunately. New area, new area. This is tough. This is really tough. I'm not gonna lie, folks. We might be screwed because my brain is not prepared for this shit. Look, I'm not going to comment on the tournament anymore, I think. I'm tired of... The only thing I will comment is saying that I wish it was over. And I'm sure many people share that sentiment. Yo! Nice. See you later, Dima. Have a good one. I expected to, like, fucking clip out of bounds there. Dude, is this... I'm, like, losing my brain cells because I'm like, this shit's got to be in logic. But I have to go find the other cog room. Is it here? Show yourself! Nope. But it is the holy symbol. I feel like the seed wants me to get to the caverns, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Won't this soft lock me? What? How did... Wait. Oh, I see what happened. Gotcha. Oh, well, I guess I can fix it by doing this. Right? No, wait, this is in the cog room. Fuck. Well, let's keep going down. Yeah. I don't know. I think at this point, if you want to just prevent that shit from happening, it might be worth looking into just all shortcuts. Maybe not all shortcuts, but all switches. Except for maybe the Jewel of Open one. Just have them open and all like breakable walls and stuff like that. Just have them like find them in memory somewhere and just have them open by default. That's the only thing I can think of to prevent this sort of shit from happening. Where you just like walk through a door and there's a wall there that like clips you down. I genuinely don't know how else you would do it. I don't need the pot roast. Oh, I'm stoned. Y'all ever get stoned by smoking a weed? Wow. Yeah, we outside of the that one door, which is I guess expected to soft lock us. Funny enough. The transitions have been quite good. What's my favorite randomizer seed? They're all my children. You can't make me choose. You're not going to make me Sophie's Choice, my thousands of randomizer seeds I've played. I love them all equally. Copium. You're having a weed right now? Officer, get him. We found him. This guy's smoking a weed. Send him to jail. Forever. Wait, no, Fran. He's in jail forever now. No. Ah! I missed my ride. I'm surrounded by floating swords. What? I didn't get all the swords. It's Reefer Madness. Ugh. Big jumpies. Wolf jumpies. Okay, you guys can stop messing with him. Ooh, wait. Yeah, we have to go around. Yeah, if you don't water your randomizer seeds, they don't sprout into beautiful randomizer trees. My apple! Well. I would have assumed all weed got smoked. It's actually a conspiracy. Every weed has been smoked back in the 70s. The only shit they got lying around now is fake. It's that synthetic shit. No! No! I done fucked it up. Get over here. Get thine ass over here. Don't do it. Fucker. I might be able to do this. I could cheat. However, I don't want to, and I think this is funnier. Fucker. Wait, maybe I should do it this way. Yes! Easy peasy. Let's go. Oh! Very skilled indeed. I'll get the life max up. Fuck it. Finding cross mountain here is trippy. Yeah. To anybody out there that's smoking one weed, this is a very good video for you to be doing that too. Especially if you're watching on the YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe, please. Please. Leave a like. Comment your favorite type of weed to smoke. Yeah. And join the live stream. Twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. I have a feeling that this seed is not going to go by very quickly at all. Because we're 40 minutes in, and our only progression is Jewel of Open and Wolf. And we haven't found the caverns yet. Ow. You're smoking Venus weed? More like smoking penis weed. Got him. Alrighty. Now what? Don't mind me just getting invincibility off these bats. Why not both? So true. Oh yeah, these items aren't even randomized. We're gonna have to come back here to get Silver Ring, I imagine. Right? I think Silver Ring is vanilla. Cheap dads in the library. Everybody loves cheap dads. Give me the strength pot. This has all been vanilla so far. I know the chapel can't really be randomized all that much, if at all. So. Oh, there we go. One room has been randomized, as it seems. Well, now Jewel of Open doesn't feel like progression. Oh, and maybe it still is. I'm fucking lost, bro. We can go back to chapel. But I think we want to explore this stuff first. My brain is so schmooshed. It's never been more schmooshed. Sploosh. New zone? I feel like area rando is too OP. Maybe. Hey, yo. Let's go. That's huge for us. Let's go back. And let's check gravity boots while we're here. We basically want to backtrack through everywhere now that was flight locked. Except for chapel, I think. Chapel we want to explore from the other side so we can open up the shortcut. I think. Again, just a guess. Yeah, we go this way. Go up here now. There's no reason to go back to chapel yet unless we want to check that bottom area transition. Thank God. Fire of bat. Exactly what we needed. Look, I'm not going to complain. We have soul of bat. All right. We need a life apple. You know what? Actually, I'm getting lonely. Let's get a friend involved. Maybe we do want to do bottom of chapel now. There is more to explore. There's more to explore everywhere, man. Sword Bro is the hero, so true. Whoa. How's it going, Jose? Welcome, welcome. Oh, there's that room that was missing. Just got shifted over a little bit. These items are vanilla, so yeah, Morning Star. I forget all the items here. They're not very useful, except for the one. What is it called? The Mystic Pendant. I think the rest of them are ass, right? Ankh of Life? Are there any other types of Ankhs, actually? Any Egyptologists out there? Aware of the other types of Ankhs? Let me get prevention from stone, actually. Very important. Where do you find karma coins in vanilla? That's a great question, actually. Ankh itself means life, so there aren't any other types of Ankhs, is what you're telling me? What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We found the caverns, but at what cost? Easy, actually. No! Curse of Ra! Get it out of the chat! Oh no! I've been hit with the Curse of Ra! Damn it! No, it's over. Damn. Ah, guys. I'll allow it. Was I not supposed to do that, Sestrin? Can I stop getting fucking Celadon? Was I not supposed to be able to get through that way? Do you have any idea if that was in logic or not? I need this. Importantly. It's very important that we have this. Gotta stay dripped up. I mean, either way, I think we're supposed to be here. Probably. Sure, we'll save. I was supposed to get here from the other side. Interesting. I mean, I'm probably allowed to be here logically, if I had to guess. It's just that I took a little shortcut, probably. My hair looks nice. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Claymore! Thank you very much. I do enjoy the Claymore. Connections will look weird but feel better. I mean, I haven't noticed anything looking weird yet, but they do feel better. That's for sure. Why is it always clay more, not clay less? So true, bestie. Knuckle Duster, I hardly... Okay, we have to stop. I'm turning into a fucking Woody from Toy Story, where I have like 3 jokes. Fucking pulling on my goddamn string out my back. There's a snake in my boot. Play more, say less. Knuckle Duster, I hardly know. I did this shit for no reason. We should keep going in order to find more jokes. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Let's refill our mana. I put on the Mystic Pendant, yeah. Yarp, yarp. The Wing Smashing does feel a lot better since the Bizhawk update, I will say. Did I tell you about the story about the time a wasp got into my pants? Oh, no. Oh, I've noticed. That's why it looks weird. You changed the layout of the map to prevent the connections from being... Ah. Nice. Well, when in Rome, time to kill the demon that's pretending to be our mom, I think is how the saying goes. She's got no pants, by the way. I'm sure you guys knew this, because obviously you guys knew this. You subscribe to Succubus Monthly or whatever. But like, girl, put some... It's gotta be cold. It's gotta be cold. We're in like Eastern Europe or whatever. Swordbro got confused there for a second. Also, yeah, this looks a little... Okay, I'm seeing what you mean by it looks a little weird, but it feels better. Yeah. These area transitions are definitely better, but it does look a little weird. That's like asking a construction worker not to wear a hard hat. It's necessary for her work. You know, that is like me going into like a fast food place being like, so why are you wearing a uniform? Very true. This Map Rando continues to melt my brain in the best possible ways. Oh, no! Where am I? Okay. Can I? Okay. We're back. Yeah, that's just walking into a room that has a breakable wall. That's why I'm saying I really do think if you're able to at some point, just remove the breakable walls, yeah. It's still being worked on, gotcha. I do think that update will solve a lot of problems, but you've already done so much, and it's epic. Very epic. Hey, what's this save room do? That's supposed to be the... That's not supposed to be a save room. Oh, even this looks a little different. Wow. No nightmare? We already did the nightmare. But we can't go back. So... Oh, yeah, we found Bat here. Wait, yeah, we found Bat here, and then we left immediately. I see. So, yeah, we could have explored way more of this the first time we were here. We did find this, which presumably is another relic, maybe? That's my new catchphrase. Jizz it up, streamer. It's been my catchphrase for such a long time. That's the thing that nobody talks about. Thank you very much, Katon TV. Appreciate you. So this is a new area. I remember when SotN Randos were new, so much has evolved. Yerp. Very true. I'm going to move them over one tile unless I literally can't. You care about breakable walls too much. That's fair, yeah. I do think just having them broken by default is probably the better, more elegant solution, but I understand the yearning for having breakable walls because it is a big point of identity for the game. There's the gravity boots you missed last rando, so true. Okay. Interesting. We need to find Mist. That's the thing we're actually missing. I like how Skullarangs are just chill. They do be chill little guys, yeah. Yo, it's everyone's favorite sword in the game. S-Stock, more like yuck. You know what I'm saying? You get the joke? No. All right. This brings us back here, which we have already been through. I guess I can get the mana prism, but like, you know. Best sword in Dark Souls, though? Is it? Is it? I feel like more people preferred Zwei. Although S-Stock isn't like a larger... Is it large? Who's to say, actually? I don't know. We never went back for the shield rod, actually. I should have done that. Oh, well. I'll just fist everything. Yeah, I feel like it's a Dark Souls 2 thing. If I remember correctly. Like the speedruns in Dark Souls 2 use S-Stock. But it's by no means that great in Dark Souls 1, but maybe I'm misunderstanding. There we go. You know, the seed's been going on long enough for ads to be playing. Sorry, y'all. It happens. It happens. Oh, thank God. Demon card. Well, actually, we might need that. When we go back to the mines. Yeah, this seed is interesting for sure. Damn, we almost got fucking Exodia, dude. We're only missing one familiar. Now we're back in Chapel, which means we can do what exactly? What was this area transition again? This was Marble Gallery, which does have more for us to explore. Actually. We already did the bottom of Chapel, did we not? I think we did, right? Yeah, that led us, I think, to the caverns again or something. I don't remember. So I think it's Marble Gallery time because we still need mist. I got no mist. Slash. We want to go down. Is using the stopwatch there an in-logic thing? It might be. We haven't seen a stop. Well, this is the room with the stopwatch, actually, isn't it? Well, you do bring up a good point. We might as well check while we're here. Slice. Slash. Gather. Brother. All right, let's see it. What secrets are you hiding? Oh. Just the Alucard stuff. Not all that secret, really. Whoa. Now let's go down here. I'll refill my mana while I'm here. Alucard Racing? Dude, I would pay so much money for that. A Castlevania racing game would go crazy. Why did Konami... Oh, yeah, because they hate us. Never mind. I'm like, why would Konami not give us that? I have played Castlevania 64. I technically never beat it, but I did beat Legacy of Darkness, which is, like, basically the same game, but, like, kind of DLC-ified. Interesting. Last time I played Castlevania 64 was with a shuffler, I think. But Legacy of Darkness I played in full on stream. I think the VOD of it exists out there somewhere. It's either on Dragon Blitz Daily or it's unlisted on my main channel.
Oh, you dry.
I'm coming.
What? Hold on. This looks different. You changed the spike maze, you bastard. Son of a... I can tell that the spike maze is different. Damn. Thank you, Johnny Riff, by the way, for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Thank you. Have $5 in Bezos bucks. I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, Ice Brand is good. I'm not going to complain. In fact, it's the best weapon I have right now. Yeah, I'm always appreciative when people drop the Prime sub in the stream. It does go a long way. When is Kid Dracula 100% speedrun? We've played Kid Dracula on stream as well. I think you're just asking me to do stuff I've already done because you just weren't around back when I was already doing that stuff, which is fair. I mean, we just did it all like 3 years ago. Sorry. I mean, it's not your fault. You just didn't know, you know? Yeah, this is a rough one. Return of the Shuffler would be cool. It's been long enough that we probably could do another Shuffler, yeah. That might be one of those things that we do for the, me moving across the goddamn country fundraiser. With Karnov. I'll make Karnov an extra special incentive. Echo if that doesn't work, I don't have it. I think the only thing left is Castle Entrance that I haven't fully explored, I think. Maybe? It's really hard to tell, but... And the only way for me to get to Castle Entrance is to get to Colosseum. Which is like, you know... I'm just gonna go this way. I'll hold off on the hint for now, because I think it's probably just Castle Entrance. It's the only thing I can think of. I think it's the only relic that I haven't checked that I do have access to. Or it's Castle Keep, actually. Right? One of those two, I think. Did I check the location of D's? I should. You're right.
Help! Help!
Yo, Zach, thank you very much for the tier 1. Much appreciated. Well, we didn't finish exploring here either, right? Yeah, that's true. So we still have plenty to do. Hope the run is going well. It's going, for sure. I am a lost little baby boy who has shitted and pissed his diaper. But other than that, I feel like that's the average Map Rando experience.
Why don't I press it and see?
Save room! Wow, thanks. Thanks, demon guy. That was really nice of you. God damn it. I was like, this shit can't be randomized, right? Demon guy trying his best. Oh my god. Castle Entrance. Been 10 billion years. Oh, wait, that means we can check the relic. Yeah. We have to go around because if I go through the hatch, I believe it deletes the relic, right? What the hell just happened? Oh my god, we found it. Yay. Okay, well now we can do a lot. You fixed the bug and then reintroduced it? That's rough. That's a rough one. Meow, 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 meow. Me and Cat's Sylvania of the night, though. Hold on. Cat Sylvania Symphony of Meow. Is this a joke? Is this funny night? Am I getting anywhere with this? Hello? Is this thing on? Of the neon? There we go. There we go. Hold on. We're getting somewhere. Aries. How about you air D's nuts out? I don't know. I'm losing my mind, by the way. This map rando is like pure brain melting. Karma coin! Thank God. Finally, something to focus on. Something to bring life back into me. Dude, these map randos are fucking brutal. I think I library card now, actually. And hope for the best. 07s to me, having any ability to find my way back anywhere. So this should be, yeah, this room. Let's murder this guy. Let's kill this guy. Let's kill him with Ice Brand. Frankfurt. Echo. Interesting. So I imagine that leads to Spike Breaker, which is how we get to Silver Ring. Zero Vlads. I think they're all in the second castle at this rate. In fact, I think Sestrin did tell me that they're all in the second castle, and I should know that. I think. But maybe I'm wrong. At this point, my brain has turned into Newtonian liquid. It's like that weird cornstarch shit where it's a liquid, but if you smack it, it turns into a solid. Doing great. Dragon butts. Thank you. I appreciate that. I needed that. No, that's non-Newtonian? Fuck! Fuck you, Newton! What'd that guy ever do for society? Nothing, that's what. We're still missing some teleporters, I think? Also, this is Castle Keep. Yeah? Yeah. Big Newtons, they're pretty good. What that shit got to do with science or whatever? Okay, this is a save room. The heck is a Fig Newton? It's like a root preservative wrapped in like some sort of like breading, like a sweet thing. Power of Piss, let's go. Yes. Now we're pissing with power. Okay. I think we just need to grab Silver Ring. Is the thing. Which will be located in the chapel, which is located next to here? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Surely this is the chapel? Like a fruit preserves cookie? Yeah, kinda. Kind of. Iframes and Spike Hallway is non-logic, technically. Gotcha. Oh, frick my... Shit. I'm lost. I've never been more lost. I think that makes sense. That logic would assume Spike Breaker because it gave us Mist, which unlocked Echo. So brings us back here. So then brings us here, which is connected to the library, which is a dead end. And then this connects us to Outer Wall again? Wait, am I trapped in a loop or am I smoking that shit that makes you stupid? I think I'm smoking that shit that makes you stupid. I think I'm supposed to go up. Have I not tried this connection yet? Oh my god, we finally have made it back here, which means I can finally grab the goddamn shield rod. We have a weapon, yeah! I mean, Brand was also good, but still. Flip a coin. Tell me Marble Gallery connects to Catacombs. Which means we want to go this way? Dude, this shit is tough. This shit's real tough on my brain. Whatever, I'm just gonna... I ain't gonna take the elevator. Okay. Progress. If I find a way to tone down or eliminate area rando, I don't know. Because I don't think this is bad. I just think it's somewhat confusing, but it's like... I don't think map randos are never not going to be confusing, you know? Or, like, I don't think you want them to be fully eliminated. Like, the confusion aspect to be fully eliminated, you know? So I don't know if it's, like, actually a problem or if I'm just stupid. Oh, wait. I don't have the other one. Fuck. Oh wait, but Chapel's down here. We've only had one issue with like the connections so far, which is actually really good. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip Spike Breaker. As much as I would like to see how you change the spike room, I genuinely don't think I could get back to Catacombs if I tried. It would take me like 20 minutes to figure out how to get back to the Catacombs, unironically. So, you know, we're just gonna move on. Yeah, I don't know if I could be like a perfect test subject for this. I was just there. Listen, this type of map rando is going to require more brain power than I'm willing to give right now, so we're doing our best out here. This feels like one of those things where I need to play a lot of them to get used to the things that I should be like making notes of or something like that. I also do think if there was a better way for things to look visually on the map somehow, that'd be great, but I understand why that's not possible right now. But that's okay. What about Lua that would map out each area as they are found? What do you mean by map out each area as they are found? I still would like to have like some way for the map to be revealed. Oh wait, that is a thing. You're supposed to buy the map from the goddamn shop. I forgot about that. It was a thing that you added last time. Right? That might just be a me issue then. That I fucking forgot to do that. Well, we can remedy that. Yeah, I do think just playing the map rando in general turns my brain into mush almost immediately. It's limited. I'm still gonna buy it though.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this. I'm interested in this.
Like farewell for now.
I mean, it would have been useful for sure. It would have been useful. For sure. Okay, dope.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in this.
Let's buy some mana prisms.
Farewell for now.
So I do know how to get to Castle Keep. So let's go do that. Now the real question is, I don't know if Vlads are randomized or not. Because if Vlads are not randomized, I think I can finish this in like 30 minutes. Maybe a little less. If they are randomized, well, fuck me. Gonna be a tough one. They're not randomized? Alright, we should be able to do this in like 30 minutes then. Copium. None of the relics in the second castle are randomized? Interesting. Heart refreshes aren't randomized? That is true! You bring up a good point, actually. Not that I think we could even... With the map rando, I don't think you could heart refresh in there. Maybe you could. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, bro. Maybe you could. I'd have to look at the map layout. I mean, if I'm gonna cheat, I have a cheat button. So. I'm sliding! Sometimes you just be sliding, you know? Hit him with the second castle slide. None of this shit be randomized, so. Sometimes you slip on banana peel. This shit, however... leads to castle entrance. Which we don't need to do, necessarily. This shit lead to outer wall, which has creature, which we do need to do. There is a warp here as well, but we don't need that warp. We can get to the mines from here as well. So we kill creature, then we go to the mines. I am Steve type shit. Embarrassing how lost I am. I'm pretty lost as well, but like we've been in the seat for an hour and 25 minutes, so I've started to figure out some shit. Like that's the mines entrance to my right. Give me this shit. Let's refill our mana. Go to the mines. Just woke up from what was supposed to be a nap. Let's go. I love taking a nap and then it turns into a sleep. I got lost really hard when I tried to seed this morning. Yeah. It might just be one of those things where Map Rando is just new. So, like, it being confusing is just going to be a thing for a little while until we get used to it. Or it's going to be a nightmare forever and ever, and it never gets better. No! I fucked it up. There we go. Yeah, I wasted way too many spells on this guy, but it's fine. Yeah, I do think, like, if I played more of these, I could figure them out faster, maybe. But also, if these map randos take, on average, like 2 hours, I don't even think that's that big of a deal, necessarily. You know? We don't go this way yet, I don't think. I forget where the other place sends us. Does that take us to the catacombs? Why do I feel like this actually takes us to... This either takes us to the catacombs or takes us to, like, some shit that I'm misremembering. I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, wait. This is just gonna be... Yeah. Which means this shit up here is Alucard Sword, which is probably worth grabbing. Nah, Shield Rod is probably better. So this is entrance. Once I get all the glitchy connections ironed out, I'll probably move this into early beta. Yo, let's go. Nice. Whatever, I'll grab it. Since I'm here, I'll grab the Alucard Sword. It is nice to have. Isn't there another entrance here? Oh, it's where we came from. Yes. So we are supposed to go to Marble Gallery, I think. Oops. Whatever. That's fine. Not that big of a deal. Iron Shield is so cool, man. It's like the one shield that like actually does something. Outside of the invincibility you get from Fire Shield and Alucard Shield, obviously, but shields in general in SotN are just so weird because it's like they just didn't commit to the idea of using shields. They're like, yeah, some projectiles you can block. Other projectiles? Fuck you. Should there be some sort of consistency in which ones get blocked and which ones don't? From a quality of life perspective, what changes do you think? Definitely readability of the map, I think, is probably the number one thing I would like to see, but I feel like that's also incredibly difficult. So I understand if that's not like, you know, the easiest thing to just implement. You want to go this way? And then this way? What happens if you relic skip? You probably just go out of bounds. I think I want to go down this way. Although Chapel is to my left, I think. Nor is that Caverns. Which one is this? This is either Chapel or it's Caverns. I think it's Chapel. If it's Chapel, I can go kill Medusa real quick and come back. I think like the actual in-game map, yeah. Like readability of the in-game map would be nice. There was like a way to make that easier. Also, is this the thing I think it is? Because we never checked this transition in the first castle. So either this goes to Alchemy Lab or it goes here. Which will be useful after we kill Medusa. Color coding might be useful. Yeah, I don't know what exactly the solution should be, but I'm just a little... Like, when I open the map, it's hard to tell which area leads to which is not 100% your fault, because... That sounds fucking nuts to try and figure out. Even if you didn't randomize the areas, I think it would still be somewhat tough. Not even worth it at this point. In fact, I should just Alucard shield it up, or sorry, sword. Okay. We need to find Clock Tower. Is this Clock Tower, actually? Why do I have a feeling that this is Clock Tower? Probably not, but it could be. You're digging into some ideas? Gotcha. I mean, it's not the end of the world, honestly, if the map is, like, hard to read, but... Dude, why did I know that? Subconsciously, I just knew. Alright, well, we can beat the game now. This is actually incredibly convenient. We're skipping a lot of the second castle here. Icons at the top of CD rooms? Like in-game, like change the sprite of the CD room once you go inside of it? That is interesting to think about. Kind of like how the teleporters have the different animal heads. And then if there was a way to showcase those icons on the map somehow. I wonder. I wonder. Because it wouldn't solve this issue necessarily, because I would open up the map and I'd still be confused as to what is what. But it wouldn't make it worse. Oh, stay away from me, you're stinky! Go! So would you say it's visualizing a stage-to-stage route? Yes, that's the part. For me, it is looking at this map and being like, I see there is an area transition grayed out at the top here. I have no clue where that goes. Right? And I think it's because you tried to have like a symbol set up where for me, the way I would read this is like this H or whatever that it's supposed to be. I would think, oh, this goes to the other H. But there's multiple H's on the thing. Instead of me thinking that that goes to, you know, like it being a symbol for something. I would rather it be like a symbol in the box that corresponds to a different symbol. Or sorry, the same symbol somewhere else. And then you can draw a line between those two things in your brain. I guess the downside would be then I wouldn't know which area or which zone it is necessarily. But I don't know. Unless you make a symbol that... No, that doesn't really... I don't know. That's actually really tough now that I'm thinking about it more. Yeah, I know. It's tough. It's tough. Oh, oops. Yeah, no, those last few boss locations were very conveniently right next to each other. Oh, yeah, color coding could work. Obviously, that doesn't help if you're colorblind, but... You know? That's something I'm going to think about and maybe get back to you, Sestrin. Ah! I don't know. I think ultimately the problem stems from the fact that it's not like the map rando can't work the same way it does in SM, where Super Metroid, it builds a brand new map out. And that map is like logically consistent in its dimensions with other aspects of other areas and stuff, where this map rando cannot do that. Also, my strength is doo-doo ass dick balls. What the fuck? Oh, it's because I didn't put the Aries on. I should have done. Because that would alleviate, if I knew that this area connected to this area, which connected to this area, and I could tell that just by opening the map. Also, if the map zones could be labeled somehow, kind of how they are in the Super Metroid map rando, that actually could matter. Like if I opened up the map and there was like text that said Alchemy Lab above the block where Alchemy Lab is or something. Or if each zone was color coordinated in some way.
Behold my true form and its power!
How many spells does it take with Ares? More than 3. Yeah, 4 makes sense.
Go back
Either way, all things considered, it wasn't that bad.
No more.
It was definitely brain melting, and I feel like if I played more of these, I'd be able to
That I've been so
figure it out faster.
You have been
But it was fun.
ever since
I
you
think this
lost
is a great step in the right direction for sure. We only had like 2 map issues as far as like getting forced out of bounds or whatever,
gains the world.
or like bad connections.
His own soul.
Like the progress is definitely getting there, Sestrin, and I very much appreciate all the work you're putting into this. Yeah.
Tell me, what were Lisa?
Yeah, I don't think you need the stages to necessarily fit perfectly, but if there was a way for the map to like just denote which zone was which somehow, that could also help. But either way, YouTube, if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join the live streams over on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. I'll see you in the next one. YouTube, have a good one. Bye-bye. Alrighty, chat. That is going to be it for me today. Sorry for the shorter stream. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll probably be live again soon. I'm not sure when. I've been very much working on this YouTube video, and I need to keep working on it until it's done. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now, is I'm going to just start video editing. So what about the Gamba? I literally forgot to do it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to refund. My bad. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Very soon. Bye-bye.